and just practice rolling the discus to each other. Now, that can cause chaos. You can put cones down actually and get them to roll between cones. Another way is just to get them to flick it off their finger. So I'm a left-hander, sorry, so I'm doing the opposite. I'll go right-handed.
No,
don't drop on you for all my feet, please.
Just doing that so you can feel it. It should rotate. Okay? So you'll get kids who come from primary school and they've been told that the discus leaves the back of the hand. That's absolutely wrong. It must come off the front of the hand, off the index finger. So what I was saying before, you can do in pairs, is just, Tracy, just practice bowling. Oh, look at that. I told you, I might go wrong. See how good you are. Off your...
Oh.
Perfect, see?
Mate, you failed.
Hey?
You're a failure.
I knew I had it.
If you haven't got pairs, something up against the wall like on a court over there is really good for getting the paint of cones. It doesn't disintegrate, they all roll and then you go and pick up and the next group can roll. Is it all my fault?
Huh?
All my fault.
As long as it's coming off that the discus is a slinging motion. So once again, we're talking about the bottom half being important. The right foot is very important in that whether you're doing a standing throw or a turn, when you get to the power position that Alan was talking about before, your right heel must be off the ground and you arrive in the power position and you just push that right heel out first. That goes before the upper body. So it's a definite push, more so than a lift. You really get, and that's with a standing throw, I emphasise getting the weight back on the right, which is, unfortunately, that can confuse them when they come to do a turn. If it's a standing throw, this is the power position. The heel must be off the ground and you rotate. And the upper body just follows the hips. So you're pulling the upper body around by driving the hips rather than your arm. Your arm comes last. So a problem that most kids will have is holding the discus, and they'll tend to carry it up like this. For a standing throw, I just say one swing. So you can start with the discus sitting in the left hand. The fingers are in the first, the discus is in the first joint of the fingers. And from here, for a standing throw, or you could actually get, this is what we normally do first. No, I'll stay with this.
Just before you carry, Kevin, sorry to interrupt. So the control mechanism using hoops and that can be applied exactly as shot with the discus from a control mechanism, multiple participation. Sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, what I was going to suggest for this whiplash action, the slinging action, was to get a hula hoop, they're great for that. Just go back to there, easy. You don't have to worry about it falling out of your hand. And just throw it with the hip. And that gives them the feeling of what that should be like. Okay?
So you can go left hand. Not too much from the hip though.
So from the hip, it's back here. And you should be stable on both feet when you release. You can't apply force if you're off the ground. Then you're on. He can still throw the shot a long way when he's off the ground. I don't know how, but he'll throw it further if he's in contact at the moment of release.
Another piece of modifier I use cones. Don't throw them into the wind, but good for mass participation to get the shape in place.
So what you want facing the front, first of all your hips and then your chest. So your chest should be at the front at the end. So we're going to do that with hoops, but that's a teaching stage. Just getting them to get that really active right foot. And if they're carrying the discus, just from here, we go. One swing back, and then throw. Now, I'm stable on both feet for a standing throw. I'm a left-hander, by the way, so. But it came, that's pinging because it came off that right index finger. Do you want to move on to a turn? Because do any of you teach a turn to your students? Okay. A turn is very easy. You've just got to mention that your weight is now going on your left foot as opposed to your right. What I said for a standing throw, which is just replicating the power position, your weight needs to be back here and you throw. To start off a turn, which is basically just 2 steps, you need to have your weight on your left foot. I know what I forgot to mention was that I showed you carry the discus in your left hand. I mean it's in your right hand, but it's supported by your left. Then there's no need to do all this pumping that kids do, up and down, because actually what you want is the discus up at around shoulder height. And so you just need one swing, and they'll say, oh, it'll fall out of my hand. Well, if they take it back, and then as soon as it's back there, they move the hip forward, it won't fall out. Another thing that's quite handy in teaching this is, well, they can just grip it. So you can demonstrate and get them to try that without throwing it. Or if you've got lots of these, you can actually put some tape, put the hand in, tape over it, and they can put their hand in, and it doesn't fall out. Or you can just show them, just start from here and just walk around. Walk around. It won't fall out, and you can still keep your palm down. And you know why it doesn't fall out. Get your palm again. Yeah. So if you come to a turn, you want your weight on your left foot because we're throwing that way. So we'll swing the discus back, and the moment it's back, you'll have to step off with this right foot. Now it's just 2 steps. So for a right-handed thrower, from right-handed throw, my weight's now over here. I just go to there, keeping that right foot up, then I go to there. I'm in my power position. And so that's a turn. And if they get that, they'll throw further than the standing throw. To take from standing to running, it's just back here, and it's without falling over, and you're here. So it's just 2 steps. Walk through it, and then just make it a little bit more of a running movement. And
I'm going to get out of the way.
And you're away. Now, one key thing, I'm just looking at your footwork, is you must end up in that power position with the right foot pointing at nearly right angles to where you're going to throw, because that allows you then to pivot on that right heel, that right ball. So keep going, Kelly. Now that's right. Now pivot, pivot. That's right. Good. And if you get your feet in the right position, you'll find that the left foot is slightly to the left of your right foot. Ideally, left toe and right heel in line, and that allows your hips to come round. Now that's the same if you're doing a standing throw. If you're teaching a standing throw and they like to step back, make sure when they step back that they actually step forward so that you've got this left heel, left toe, right heel, which allows the hips to come around. If the left foot is in front, then you're going to block, you can't get your hips around. You see that? If this left foot is in front of the right foot, you can't get your hips around. So this makes it so much easier. This wasn't a line, it's not put careful, or this is circular, you can just drill down that line. Practice. That's a small circle on the discus. If you just drill down a straight line, mark one on the concrete with chalk. So it's chalk. Or a crack in the concrete, something like that. Just a line, and then just practice that with your football. Do you want to throw a shot?